Today, we're joined by Fabio Angeli Bufalini, the country director for Stake Italy, who has been leading the brand's highly anticipated expansion into one of Europe's most dynamic and tightly regulated gaming markets. Stake officially launched in Italy last September and from November 13th under the new ADM concessions, marking a major milestone for the company and setting the stage for an important new chapter. Fabio, welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Stake made its debut in the Italian market a few weeks ago, following the start of the new ADM concessions and licenses. How would you describe Stake's launch in Italy?
Okay, Stake, as you know, is a global company. Is owned by EasyGo Group. So, an Australian company that is entering more regulated markets worldwide, starting from Latin America first, so Peru, Colombia, and Brazil, and now starting also in Europe. The first country in Europe has been Italy, and now we will open also in Denmark and other countries. So basically in Italy, Stake entered 1 year ago. We acquired a company called Baldo Line with a site, the name was Ideal Bet. I say was because it's not live anymore. In this year, we make all the operations to apply for the new tender that has been granted last September to Stake Italy. So basically, during this year, we prepare Stake.it to be launched in the Italian market. So we have done all the new agreements, all the features to be ready, to be at the level of competition. Just to say something that I think is important to say, the Italian market is very mature. It's a market that is around 6 billion euro GGR, and there are many companies that are well established with many brands that are well established in the country. So in order to prepare and to launch the operations in Italy, we should have been at the level of competition. So now the site is live. The license is in place since 13th of November. So we are here. We are part for the new tender has been applied only for 46 companies with only 52 concessions. Because every company should arrive to 5 maximum license for every company. So the big change from 13th of November is that the entire market moved from around 350 domains, skins, that now are not anymore allowed, to 52 domain only. So it's a big change for the Italian market.
And so what are the main differences you notice between the Italian market and other international markets where Stake is already implemented?
Every market is different. Now global level is totally different environment, but many things are important also for our country, for our regulations, especially responsible gaming, how we manage the frauds and risks. So I can say that regulations are important because the customer has to be at the first place. That's the same also on .com and also in other regulated markets. So if I can tell you my point of view, I think the Italian market is one of the most regulated, has been a benchmark in the last 20 years. So I think I can say that is something that has been replied in many other markets. I don't know how much about Latin America or whatever, but there are many things that are similar to every country.
Let's talk about cryptocurrency because it's part of Stake's DNA. How are you managing the transition into a country where the use of crypto is quite limited?
Let me clarify, it's not quite limited, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. So yes. Basically in Italy you cannot use crypto. We are following exactly the rules that are in Italy. So with ADM, so the authority, as together with SOGEI, the company that controls the transaction, we have to be in connection with our platform, and the platform has to be regulated through the normal standard regulation. So let me say it's not a complete change. It's a change because we have to move with the actual regulation, but it's totally different in terms of the crypto, whatever. I mean, but basically is the same activities. So that's the point.
Let's develop a little bit on the Italian market. How do acquisition and retention strategies change compared to other markets?
That's another. Thanks for the question. It's very interesting question because I mean in Italy the market changed a lot in the last 20 years. Now, the last 7-8 years, there's been in place the advertising ban that is called the Decreto Dignità, that now basically changed a lot the environment because the goal was to make more rules in terms of advertising communication, but we know that has been a failure because in the last 7 years, the, let me say, .com market has grown a lot in the country because most of all it was not possible to make correctly the advertising. Let me explain you better. Now you can make advertising through infotainment site, like let me say Stake Sports, where you talk about news or whatever, but it's not connected with the gambling. Then this is something that you can do in order to improve your brand. But it's not the right way to make advertising because now you cannot anymore make any advertising on Google or Meta where you promote directly your Stake.it brand and you can see directly the conversion. So to be honest, I mean, the change has been not the right way to communicate gaming outside. The good news that I can tell you that with the new tender, the ADM, the authority, has given to us, the operators, the opportunity to make responsible gaming advertising. And that is a big change. So we are also forced to spend a percentage of our revenue every year for responsible gaming advertising. And I think this is the direction. Together with our association, we are in an industrial association with other operators in Italy. It's called Logico. We are talking with the authority, with the ADM, also with the communication authority, AGCOM, because we need to change the rules, the advertising ban in the proactive way. I mean, we need to find the right way to communicate our brands in terms also for the consumer protection. At the same time, we must be also allowed to communicate our brand because we enter in a country and I mean, it's a big investment.
Why is now the best moment? What was the decision essentially that made you think that now was the time to launch Stake?
That was quite natural. I mean, the license environment, the last license tender has been 9 years ago. So now there was a new tender. So basically, so it was the only opportunity to enter right now. Otherwise, you cannot enter anymore. But at the same time, we have understood it was the right moment for a group like Stake. I mean, because the change done by ADM together with many rules for responsible gaming, technical improvements, cybersecurity, all these kind of things are now much more regulated. Just to let you know, to apply for the tender, we had to present an investment plan that is our 700,000 euro a year for these main three pillars. So responsible gaming, technical changes, social security. So not everybody, not all the company can apply for a 7 million euro license to be compliant, to be ready in the market. So at the same time, for a company like us, a global company like us, is a guarantee of the right level of competition. Because I mean, we can compete with the right company, with a mid long-term goal to be established in the country.
Are you collaborating or planning to collaborate with Italian partners, be it media outlets, events, sports clubs, or other talents?
As you know, Stake is famous to be global sponsor to main activities like Formula One with Sauber, Coppa Davis, and at the moment, the Italian market is still something that we are evaluating in terms of media because we need to be ready in terms of product. So, of course, we have this global sponsorship, as I said right now, that we we can see also in the country. So last week there's been the final Copa Davis, and we have been there, so everybody has seen our brand for sure. For at the other time, we want to be at the right level of product to make more local partnership in terms of media, Italian media, and this is something we for sure we will evaluate properly.
Thank you, Fabio.
Thanks a lot.